Yes, 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 yes. Um, we have a great live to talk about another one. You know what I'm talking about? Um, yeah, like we all understand that there is a fight, right? We understand that. But do we actually understand the fight that's at hand, right? Do we? You know? So, right, I was looking at the state of New York, right? Um, always remember I'm a original Seminole, okay? So I'm just visiting the state of New York, okay? And what I would tell you is this about New York. New York don't look like it's gonna survive, baby. No. See, I was paying attention to what's just happening with me that I was just zoning on what the experience of what I'm going. I wasn't really paying attention to what's happening to the state of New York. There we go. See, see. Now, the state of New York is many of things that's going on, right? Many of things are going on. But it looks like New York State as a whole is being closed. Like it looked like it's really being closed, and it's many different factors that we could talk about. But a lot of this stuff that we can speak about, the average person don't know. Like they don't know. They more like, oh, New York probably doing what they do. Like New York is closing. Yeah. And see, I'm gonna be honest with you as well. I feel like this is the part of every book where they talk about where they say Christ has the key to heaven and hell. In order to obtain the key of hell, you have to destroy it and know that way you have the key, just being honest. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking about that earlier. The key to heaven and hell, right? You have to know the both of them though. You know what I'm saying? In order to obtain the key. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's the key of knowing. You see what I'm saying? And not just like a physical key, but the key of knowing the consciousness of, how do I say? I would say when it comes to that, for how I'm looking at it, is knowing the consciousness of death and then knowing the consciousness of life at the same time, because both of those are keys to the conscious. You can identify the conscious of death, you can identify what the conscious of life is. Some people just can't yet. So when I was kind of like that was just coming to me like, you know, the key to heaven and hell. I'm like, okay. But then I'm looking at it like, okay, New York State as a whole, like it's getting real bad for them. I'm gonna show you what I mean because this is a lot of things that they're not talking about when it comes to New York State. Um, Imagine you be in the state, right? And the funding is becoming so limited where your prisons, right, are closing down. That's what's going on in New York State. It's many of things that we could talk about. It's more than just that, right? That's just that big. But I had to be aware and realize, like, hold on, didn't they just close a couple of state prisons down inside of New York State? Like, yeah. Why is that happening though? Oh, I'm gonna tell you why. What's happening is you have prisons, right? Like Wyoming, all these different prisons. And what's starting to happen is usually these prisons, they receive federal aid too. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know like they was doing that. So now the contracts that usually come from the federal government that get handed to those prisons, they're not being handed no more. Yeah, somebody else is in a chair and they don't feel like they should fund it. So, right, um, look like prisons are closing down in New York State because I'm gonna show you why. Being that they're not receiving any funding, what they're not telling you is this. There are literally what is those guys called? They're called not the Navy SEALs, not that. The who is inside there with them? Um what is they called? Not the Coast Guards, not them. Um it's not the Navy, it's not the Army, it's not them. It's not the Coast Guards. It's somewhere in that field though, like the National Guards. My bad. There we go. The National Guards are actually in the prisons of New York State. They're actually in there with them. Yeah, and the reason why it is because they're short on staff. A lot of people don't want to work, and what's starting to happen is being that the employees that work for these different, prisons, they're aware that the federal aid is not going to be sent. The contract it's expired. It hasn't been renewed, right? And so what's happening is the employees are going on strike. Yeah. So think about it. If you already got prisons already closing down, and then the state of New York don't have enough money right now in order to sustain their prison system. Damn, damn. You got a whole prison system. You ain't got enough money to do it on your own. Damn, like that's what's going on in the state of New York right now. So prisons is getting closed down. It's like what I'm starting to realize with New York State as a whole that I would never do for myself is to rely on someone else, right, to fund the whole state. Yeah, that's where New York State dropped the whole ball. New York City, the state, they dropped the whole ball because it's like y'all are a federal aid state. Without your aid, pretty much everything fall down. Mm. So that's what's going on in New York State. A lot of different things is falling down. It's just not their prison system. Economics is falling down as well. I feel like when they say drain the swamp, I kind of understand what people mean. Yeah, and I feel like when you drain the swamp, it's more draining it out economically versus marching and all that. But economically, it what happens is what I see with states is that once you take aid from them, you got to think they're going to have to start thinking how to make their own money. They're going to have to start thinking about that. Now, New York State doesn't think for itself, though. That's not what it does. What it does is it'll start attacking others that have more. So let me show you what's going on. So New York State, they're looking at it like, okay, if you're rich, you need to pay more in taxes. That's easy to say, right? But it's going to be harder to do because people have the freedom of movement. So they can move from the state of New York and go to Florida, Texas, California, or wherever they want to go to, Texas, whatever they want, right? That's where they can go at. So, like, when I'm looking at New York State, it's like, it's literally fighting itself. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, when I was looking, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get back on my triangle. But when I was looking at the Iranian war, and I seen how basically Iranian people will literally start attacking their own self just to make it seem like they're fighting back, and then I'm looking at New York State like, wow, they do the same fucking thing. Y'all are attacking yourselves, and it's funny to us because of the fact y'all literally have nothing without other people being there. The state of New York, the conscious don't think for itself to build things up and then make money off of that. It more look at it like, okay, we put taxes on the people, and this is a new proposal. This is going to suffocate them economically. I'm trying to tell you, like, it really is. Like, it's going to like they want to put out a new proposal. That proposal consists of how can I say taxing what is that? Taxing homes that cost $5 million, right? You can do that. You can do that. I'm not saying you can't do that. But you're already in a rent crisis already. Then you're gonna apply a further crisis onto your economics as well, because if you pass the bill, everyone is gonna leave. Yeah, you can't take the police and build a borderline and make all the people stay. You can't do that. You can't do that. You go to jail. Yeah, you can't do that as a mayor or governor. You cannot do that. Okay. So what I'm looking at as New York State as a whole is just being honest with it. I feel like New York State is doing itself justice by fighting itself. That way, the people in New York State can actually wake the fuck up and realize, like, okay, so the state of New York, government Hochul, she don't give a fuck about none of y'all. She don't even give a fuck about the rich. Her whole mindset is literally like, if you're not going to give it to me, I'm going to fucking take it. That's her whole mindset. She, to be honest with you, she's like a fucking thug if you ask me. Word, you may not look at her as a thug because she look like a white lady and she don't look like she do. Right, it's bullshit. You got a bunch of people in New York State like, nah, we the taxes is hurting us. And she's like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Yeah, she's like, give me the fucking money. Now, if she passed that bill, that's gonna destroy her whole shit. Yeah, pretty much she basically sacrificed her own her own state. Yeah, just being honest. I'm just watching it. I find it quite funny. I do, because New York State as a whole is losing as a whole. I'll tell you something else personal that I actually experienced myself. I went in New York State is losing so bad that New York State people want other people to lose in life too. That's the mindset of New York people. No. You think it's just at the top and it don't trickle down to the people. No, the people do the same thing. No, they move the same way. You see the governor? They move just like her. No different, right? The people, this was so funny to me. I went to a Sabres game, right? I'm about to sit there, you know what I mean, work a couple of hours, whatever the case may be. Now, listen to this. This is funny. Went in there, right? Had my whole complete uniform on. They look at my pants. They like, oh, it got a little bit of writing on there. I'm like, so okay, what do y'all want to do? Oh, well, we're probably gonna send you back home. This and that. I'm like, it's okay. No, it's okay. I was like, I looked at the lady. I was like, that's what you're supposed to do. You know that, right? The way the lady froze and looked at me, I'm like, what you freezing for? It's okay what you're doing. It's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. Walked out of the Sabres, bro, walked out of the Sabres Coliseum. And the loss that they tried to give me, the Sabres end up losing. Bro, I'm be honest with you. You should have seen how the people was looking when the Sabres lost. They was looking so empty in the inside. Like, don't get me wrong, New York State as a whole is already empty anyway. It ain't got no soul to it. It really don't. It really don't. It don't have no soul to it. So it's already empty anyway. But the way the people came there so happy in the beginning. Oh yes, yay! About time they played that game, them New York people ain't have no energy in them. They got back on them little trolleys and on them little buses back to wherever they came from. And the way they looked at they was, you okay? The Sabres lost. Trying to deal me a loss, that's why you lost. Yeah, you'd be surprised when a person walk inside of a certain building. Right. Understand that you may look at it as reality, right? There's also a digitality that's in here too. Yeah, just because you don't know, that doesn't mean, you know what I mean, doesn't mean that it don't play. But it's just like say if you do this, say if you got a whole bunch of people, right? And they know what someone is and they want to make that individual lose, right? It doesn't mean that the person is losing. It's not a loss if a gang of people come up with a gang of ideas and throw those ideas in front of you to make it seem like a loss. No. If you did not create the loss, then it's not a loss. Thank you. People can't paint a narrative and paint a picture of you lost. No, those are losers. Why are you thinking they're projecting their losses from themselves onto you? Because we want you to be a loser too. That's not a real way of losing. A real way of losing is you created the loss and then you lost. Thank you. So the illusion that New York people play, on each other, I really find the mind game really funny. I really do. It's like these people are really mentally fucking ill. Right. Just being honest. And for New York State to have so many, how can I say, mental illness centers, I feel like it's the opposites. Yeah, you people are not designed to help people with their mental illness because majority of New York State people want to lose any fucking way. And when they lose, they want others to lose with them. That's just the New York State way. That is a fucking mental illness. Who the fuck normalize losing? And then when someone talks about it, oh, there's something wrong with it, fuck off. Fucking dead. That's why that state is getting fucking bombed. And not the way you think. I'm talking economically bombed. But then they, oh, that's terroristic threat. Shut the fuck up. Economically, they getting fucked up. You got to understand that. And that's one of the worst ways to tear down a whole state. You tear it down economically, you got to depend on every state, got to depend on economics. You can't bypass that system. So, with that being said, whatever the case may be, look like New York State getting their asses handed to them. That's what's going on. Okay? Always trying to project the loss onto the next individual. Everyone can see that New York State is losing. Their wealth is leaving. They're even thinking about moving the stock market exchange from New York State to a red state. Setups. So with that being said, New York State people, do the fuck better. Y'all fucking losing. Bunch of fucking weaklings. Weak ass motherfuckers. And I know y'all probably looking at me like, damn, bro, why you talking shit like that? Because on a simple fact, I'm a Seminole. I'm a Floridian. When I come to New York State and I come here to visit people, people really be acting like let me say this. People act like they're demons when they're not. That's the state of New York. We demonic motherfuckers. Y'all not no demonic motherfuckers. There already been a motherfucker came there and destroyed demons in that motherfucker anyway. So how the fuck y'all top shit supposed to be scary shit if somebody could run in y'all shit and destroy it? Okay then. New York City fake. That's what it is. That's what it come down to. Y'all used to be an all natural garden. That means that the technology of the mines used to be an all natural garden. Look at y'all now. Y'all eating dead animals and shit. And I said that to your tech. The chicken is not clucking in your fucking stomach. That's how far down y'all fell down in consciousness. Y'all eat dead animals now. What you consume is what your conscience become. Your conscience is dead now. Get the fuck off. Talking about some I'm alive and you over here eating dead animals and shit. Talking about some a motherfucker not doing witchcraft and you eating dead animals and shit. You eating carcasses and shit. That's some nasty ass shit. Talking about some you normal. A weak ass demon would do some shit at that because you ain't scaring nobody. A demon is over here plugging his mind into fucking death. Talking about some I'm eating fried chicken and shit with some ranch dressing and hot sauce and shit. Nasty motherfucking shit. That's a fucking demon. Eating eating spliced creations. You can't even find the chicken inside, bitch. You can't even find it in there. Fuck wrong with people in this motherfucking demonic ass world right here. Shit. This shit demonic as a motherfucker. But demons, they are fake because they get stepped on every fucking day. Ain't nothing. What you gonna do? Get stepped on. Weak ass motherfuckers. That's one thing I can say about New York State. That demon shit that y'all got, y'all weak. Fuck wrong with y'all. Y'all ain't scaring no fucking body with that shit. Y'all a bunch of bodies. Artificial tech bots. Real shit. Go look at the logo of Rochester, New York. It looked like a fucking robot. Y'all the consciousness of fucking machines here. That's what y'all is. New Yorkers. What they do is I see how they do backdoor shit. Yeah, I expose y'all shit what it is. And y'all make fruits that's artificial and shit. Them shits is fake. Them ain't real fruits in there. Shit is brazy as fuck. They want everybody to be an artificial tech bot. Fuck wrong with y'all and shit. Yeah, I know what's going on in here. Y'all mad because God done got in y'all shit and God breaking y'all shit the fuck down. Yup. Destroying y'all fake ass hell and shit. Shit is crazy what's going on with New York State as a whole. You taking away our immigrants and stuff. Immigrants over here doing nasty shit, doing fraudulent shit. Look at what y'all doing. Y'all doing all this fraudulent shit, not for the American people, but for immigrants. Y'all some weak ass motherfuckers. Why y'all won't do fraudulent shit for the people here then? Y'all can do it for immigrants. Why you won't do it for your own kind? Weak ass motherfuckers. And then the citizens be weak as a bitch too. Motherfuckers over here getting upset and shit because change coming through this motherfucker. Well, let me say something, motherfuckers. Y'all want to get down change. You know what's gonna happen? Change gonna make you into change, motherfucker. It don't matter if you want to ignore it and get down with it. You understand? This country going somewhere else, bro. And none of y'all can't hold this shit back, bro. Give a fuck about y'all madness and shit. Y'all madness over nothing. Come over here talking about some they suffering. Shut the fuck up. The reason why y'all suffering is because y'all don't connect with each other. Yeah, y'all don't love each other no more. Fucking weak ass Americans and shit. What happened to your soul, bitch? Weak ass motherfuckers. They used to be way more stronger than this. I'm talking about the people. Weak asses. Let the government just backdoor the fuck out y'all and y'all kids. Trump had to come in there and save you motherfuckers. Weak ass motherfuckers. Talking about something, this, that, and the third. So shut the fuck up. Y'all motherfucking American people, y'all don't like fucking change. Y'all like to keep the same fucking programming going on over and over. And that's why I say in the Bible that y'all youth going to destroy you motherfuckers. Because you know why? Y'all want to sit here and take the dreams from the youth because y'all want to fucking be robotic ass motherfucking machines. Y'all want to keep this old timeline going. Boy, fuck y'all and fuck this old timeline, boy. That's why this shit burning the fuck down in front of you. What y'all gonna do about it? Notice that the youth getting their dream. Sure is. Whole country burning the fuck down. Bitch, want to talk shit? Want to talk shit? Whoop out your tank. Right here. Go here to the gas station. You pay $5, don't you? A gallon. Whooping out your shit. You want to fight against change? Look at the change. Whoop out your motherfucking pockets. Now. Motherfuckers over here paying $5, $6, $7 a gallon, blood, on some blood street. This shit funny as hell. I'm looking at a motherfucker like, how much, Mrs. America? That's $20. Like, yeah. What $20 in gas to get you? Like probably like three gallons, probably like close to 4. They beating the fuck out y'all at the pumps, but y'all deserve it anyway. Y'all bunch of hard asses anyway. Y'all hard headed. Well, get your asses whooped. Right. Give a fuck about what's going on. Shit. Y'all getting y'all asses handed to y'all on a silver platter. Look at New York. Look at New Jersey. Look at Connecticut. God damn. Hitting they shit. They over here taking major losses trying to fight back. Y'all can't fight back. Y'all a bunch of fucking losers. They fighting their own people. Shit is brazy. New York State fighting their own wealth. They over here telling the wealthy people like, yeah, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna fucking pay for this shit. Like, stop. So being that, pay attention. The wealthy person that's conscious that understands, like, hold on, so I became more smarter in order to obtain more money and things in life. Great. That's what you're supposed to do. I agree with you. Real shit. But you're telling me because your consciousness became smarter, right? And then obtain more money, right? You have to pay more? No. No, because I'm on the same path with you. I do not fucking agree. Fuck off. Let me tell you something about poor people. Huh? Let me tell you something while I'm sitting here at the bottom of my visit with them. Why I go to my riches. Let me tell you something while I'm at the bottom. Poor people don't give a fuck about nobody. So when it comes to them saying, oh, rich people don't give a fuck, they have the same characteristic. You got it? You know what people need to give a fuck about? Your fucking self. Thank you. Fuck off. Pay for you more because your conscious doesn't want to obtain information and data just like my conscious. Make your conscious smarter in order to produce more for your own life. Come here. I got the biggest scam going in the world. Watch this shit. Scam a motherfucker mind out of his existence. Watch this shit right here. What you doing at the store? I'm about to buy some groceries. Shut the fuck up. You already bought some groceries one time before with your dumb ass. You repaying for the groceries. Let me show you how stupid they got you. Would you rather repay or regrow? Would you rather look how ignorant the American people are? Would you rather repay or regrow? See the nigger inside of everyone? Everyone's a fucking nigger. Anyways, would you rather repay or regrow? I guaranteed you the rich people that's smart, that's like, hell no. You telling me if I regrow this shit, I don't have to repay? No. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and regrow this motherfucker. This is how ignorant Americans are. And then when someone tells them about their fucking ignorancy, oh, let's try to fight against this motherfucker. Y'all fighting against yourselves. Y'all is some weak people in America. That's what y'all need. Y'all need someone to talk to y'all like this. Y'all want somebody to tap you on the ass, give you some warm milk. Fuck all that. Because as Americans, when it comes to giving somebody warm milk and patting them on the ass, that's not what y'all do. Y'all try to put their ass in hellfire. Every time when change come around, here come the American dummies. Here come the American illiterate motherfuckers. Like it's like coming to America. Coming to America. Coming to the ghetto. Fuck off. Y'all Americans need to sit the fuck down for something go kaboom on y'all motherfucking shit. Y'all don't run anything any fucking way. Thinking y'all run everything. I'm talking about y'all. Fuck wrong with y'all. They don't run nothing. Over here trying to. Y'all is weird, some weird ass people. Y'all is. What happened to y'all? Yeah, y'all moving very strange right here. Let me show you something real strange right here about this algorithm right here. Let me show you something. So I'm over here paying attention to the TV real quick, right? I'm just analyzing it real quick. Let me see this. Yo, why is it that everyone is talking about what's up in the sky and no one's not paying the fuck attention? Yeah, what the fuck is up with y'all programming? Yeah, there's something going on with their programming. I ain't never seen this type of ignorance. Usually back in the 90s, motherfuckers used to be, oh yeah, oh shit. Now the truth coming out, everybody just fucking ignore. Just no, turn your fucking backs. Turn your fucking backs. I find that very strange right now. I find it very strange that the truth is coming out and fucking American citizens just turn your back right there to the truth right there. Just go back into your programming. Yeah, what color you are? Go back into your program. Like, okay. And they know what the fuck we talking about. Don't play fucking stupid with your own fucking mind. Don't look up, y'all. We got our programming. Don't look up. Stop. That's what the fuck they doing right there. They're over there doing the programming today. I know. I understand setups. So don't play with me. That movie called Don't Look Up. That's programming. Watch. American Citizen right here. What your eye doing right here? It's just looking and seeing. The technology of your eye has a functionality setting. With that being said, that is something that you should know. Why is that said? Because when you know the functionality setting of your eye, you know how it functions. Look and see does not explain the fucking functions of your eye. Who the fuck told you about that type of intelligence? Because the input that they put in your mind is nothing more than fucking ignorancy. The technology of that eye is analyzing, recording the data of what you are viewing. That is English. If your technology of your mind can't keep up, you need to recalibrate, bitch. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay? Okay. Reset your tech. You motherfuckers need to go with this conscious shift, or it look like y'all just gonna get rolled over. Okay? Motherfuckers wanna walk around like ain't nothing bigger than here. It's something way bigger than fucking human beings on this motherfucking earth.
Human beings want to fight for control. Only we matter. No, the fuck y'all don't. Come here. Let me show you how they don't matter. Come here. Would you rather fight to evolve or would you fight to exist? Human beings don't fight to evolve. That's not what they do. They fight to exist. Now watch. What are you, boy? I'm the color of this right here. What's the color? I'm the color of this fucking machine. Anyways, right here, right? If you go with that color, right, you can go with that if you want to. But the color has nothing to do with your DNA. And that's just how Americans sit there and just look with me. What? What is it? Shut the fuck up. You walking around with DNA inside your own body and you don't know what the fuck is inside your own body? Low tech. How the fuck everybody walk around with DNA talking about some we are raised? Shut the fuck up. I'm not no damn race. This is why y'all gonna get blasted for all the fucking lies that y'all say every fucking day. Get on my fucking nerves with this shit, Power Ranger motherfuckers. Get y'all. Got the White Ranger, Power Ranger, Brown Ranger, fuck off Rangers. Bunch of damn strangers. That's what y'all is, cause y'all some strange ass species. Y'all is. Y'all fucking lying to your own minds and shit. That's a weird ass species. You look at a certain species, you looking at species like, hold on real quick. Why is y'all lying to your own minds? Why y'all doing that? Y'all mentally trying to fuck yourselves? Damn. Oh shit. Shit. Damn. I'll fix them later. Shit is fucking crazy out here in the world, ain't it? It's okay. It's gonna be a lot of sad faces. Sad faces in America. You damn right. It's about to be. Watch. There's already sad faces in this motherfucker already. Motherfuckers gonna be like, hold on. What the fuck going on? Don't worry about it. Keep on ignoring. Body shaking and shit. Uh-huh. I told you, the neighbor over here, he be making noises and shit. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. A lot of people about to start making noises on the planet. A lot of shit that you seen from motherfucking TikTok about to start hitting the scene all over again. What's up? What's up? What y'all gonna do about it? Y'all ain't gonna do shit. All you're gonna do is stay in your ignorance program. That's just gonna fuck y'all up even more. Thank you. That's just what's gonna fuck y'all up. Y'all just giving everything up. God damn, I'm done. I'm done. They giving everything up. Let me see what's up in the comment section real quick though. Let me see what's happening with the comment section. They put a gang of motherfuckers in there. What it is right. Let me go ahead and go through these comments so people can actually understand. I love doing this, right? Because this shows you the difference between me and them. Always understand, right, that when it comes towards the BET programming, right, understand that's not what I am, okay? So when you have a higher consciousness, you can see the first comment right there, just to let you know, right? Anytime you have a higher conscious and you operating outside of the programming what nigger totals are, right, you gonna see certain comments like that or whatever the case may be. It has no effect on me. So with that being said, moving around, right? So anyways, right? Anyways, Jesus is definitely not coming. There's another individual that's already here. Okay, Jesus is not coming. So y'all just stop with that one right there. Um, yeah, that's not happening. Who's coming is the one that y'all murdered, right? And that one is going to actually inherit the whole earth right there. That's what's gonna happen. The one that everybody wanted to forget about, cast away from the earth and all that other fuckery shit. It was all nothing more than a motherfucking dream that everybody thought was real. Shit was brazen. Oh damn, you can see a lot of people lost in consciousness. People talking about joints. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, people be making me laugh, bro. They're talking about joints, nothing else that has nothing. This is ridiculous. I'm done. Oh my goodness. Robots. And then they all just follow each other and troll each other in the comment section. I am done. I'm telling you. I can do one thing in the camera, right? And I'm just paying attention to what I'm doing. So if I spit in the camera, right? And I'm faking this shit, right? So everyone is just going to follow that. Well, I might as well just keep doing that. Yeah, I mean, at least to get that type of audience to talk about. Maybe they just like spit. Like, it's been working. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. So so I can get over probably 30 different comments if I just spit, just that's it. That's it. So if I cut the camera on and don't say shit, I can get 30 motherfuckers to talk in the comment section just by that's how deep rooted the consciousness of people are into spit. They must watch a lot of spit videos, I guess. Yeah, I might have to make a couple of those. Get my hours up a little bit, man. He said Egyptian rap. Okay, that's different. No, hold on real quick. Let me do this. I had to do this. Real quick. He said he got little friends that he's talking to, like little demons. No, 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 no. Let's just put this in perspective. Everyone that is made as a clone in this world right here has a demon within them. Once their original owner catch up with them, oh, that demon can definitely be casted out. So, with that being said, a lot of demons don't like to be around me too much. Okay? All right. Demons can't stand when I come around. hmm Heads go down, all different type of shit. And I even pay attention. I even tell a demon like, "Let me give you a new tactic. Don't even pay attention to me like I'm not even there." Yeah, that way you ain't gotta. That way you ain't gotta feel down. Yeah, that way you ain't gotta feel down. You see me come around, turn your head the other way, like I ain't even there. But when you so high and mighty of what you are, a demon can't deny what you are. Thank you. Moving along here. I guess that boy must feel like that. I guess so. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So higher consciousness come down to a demon. So if you have a higher conscious, right? Say you got a higher conscious than a human, right? And you know more than humans, right? Humans gonna look at you like a demon. Okay, I get it. This is why they gonna die. Told you. This is why y'all all gonna die. Y'all all gonna die. It's gonna be so funny. I'm sitting there laughing. I am. I already know the story how it go. A lot of people gonna die. Whole bunch of people gonna die, baby. Whole bunch of people gonna be dead all over the ground. Shit gonna be funny as a bitch. I'm gonna be sitting there laughing too. Like, I told y'all to get better. Told y'all. I told y'all. Kept telling y'all over and over. So stop trying to grab on my leg. I can't help you. I can't help you. Like, I can't. Once help was sent, we kept telling people over and over, y'all going to die. Listen, in the beginning, I wasn't even saying that shit, bruh. I wasn't saying that shit. No, I wasn't saying that. I was just more like, people need help. People are fucked up in the system. The system is fucked up. That was my point. Then I started realizing, I'm like, oh, nah, people actually like this shit. What? No, people actually like this shit. This is why everybody got to die. Yeah, I didn't start saying that until I started realizing, like, people literally fight for the system. This is why the system and the people have to die with the system. They have to die. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it or anything like that. One of my other twins say the same thing. He'd be inside the gym and he'll tell you, he'll say every time while he working out, everybody gonna die. So with that being said, you know exactly who I'm talking about too. You see him working out, the big one right there. He always have him in the red chucks right there. Right. Him. Okay. He tell you the same thing. You thinking he's saying that because on the simple fact he doing a workout video, right? Nah, he knows something too. Everybody say something for a reason, not just because, oh, that's just how they feel. No, it's not just how they feel, it's just what they know. Everybody gonna die. Everybody. That's one thing about demons that they're afraid about. A demon doesn't have a soul. That's what it doesn't have. So if you give a demon death, that's what they're afraid of. Turn their whole programming off. I'm done. Turn their whole programming off. Right there. Turn their shit off. Right there. Demons is weak. It don't matter if you got the ringleader. It's something that can be actually destroyed. It can't be. A demon is a weaker deity. That's why they're afraid of gods. That's why they're afraid of higher consciousness. As like humans are demons too. Yeah, humans are demons because on a simple fact, if you have a higher conscious than them, they're gonna label you as a demon. Think about it. Why would someone as a higher conscious be a demon? Because they know more? That's what I said. People are all demons. All of them motherfuckers is demons. They go inside the demon worshiping station right there inside the church and channel into the demon. That's the thing about it. You thinking it's just a church, right? Right. That shit ain't no damn church. That's a channel station. Anyone can see that the word CHURCH got channel inside of it twice. And if you can't see that, that means that the technology of your eyes, the technology of your mind, right, and your third eye is not aligned in order for you to decode the code, in order to decode spells in front of you that you spell. There's spell inside your mind, and you can't even decode the spell. And you go into a place of spells and you can't decode it. You said you have a connection with God. If you have a connection with God, then on a simple fact, you should better decode spells that are in front of you. Thank you. So if you can't do that, you won't have no connection to God at all. Fuck out of here. Human beings don't have no connection to God. God is soul. God is all natural elements. People is not natural beings. People is unnatural beings. So with that being said, or whatever the case may be, people are Satanists. That's what people fucking are. The image of the Christ that they tried to re-engineer, that's the Satan worshiper. That's what people worship. People worship pedophiles. That's a pedophile right there. That motherfucker basically over here, Caesar Berger was a rapist towards his sister, and y'all praise that shit. Y'all some demonic ass people. This is a demonic ass world. You can't tell me it's not because I'm watching the demonic ways of how people play into the demonic ways of this world. Thank you. Fuck you talking about? It's a demonic ass world. What you mean? But it's weak at the same time because demons get whooped out by God every day. That's why I tell you it's weak. Demons don't run shit. You get one God to come in there and be like, that motherfucker destroy all them demons. Told you. Listen, pay attention. Neo, that was one. Mr. Smith was an agent. What you have to understand is that Neo, based on being the one, has a soul. One thing you can't do with a soul is you can't contain it and you can't change it into something that it don't want to be. That's why Mr. Smith got his ass whooped. See? That's why Mr. Smith lost. If Mr. Smith would have just accepted the natural law of soul, it wouldn't even have been a battle. Mr. Smith would have just been like, fuck it is what it is. The truth is, I can't contain a soul, and I can't change a soul into what I want it to be. Thank you. You can't change source and contain source. You can't do that as a human being. Try it out. Because after we watched this rodeo show of re-engineering and then at that trying to repaint the image of the Christ as human beings see fit, when we watch the show, human beings as a whole gonna be on the fucking ground begging the Christ. And it's not gonna be the Christ that you think it is. It's gonna be the Christ that you've been programmed to hate. But it's gonna be the Christ that's inside your Bible too. That was Eyes of Flame, Hero War, Skin of Bronze. Go ahead and flip over to your daily programming. Because after the programming is broken the fuck out, which is the seal will be broken, and you don't understand what the seal is. It comes down to consciousness. That seal comes down to the moon. Understand that majority of people that's on this earth, about 90% of them, y'all consciousnesses are synchronized with the moon, which means that you have a connection, like a Bluetooth device. Y'all share information and data amongst each other. Pay attention to the setup, the technology of the conscious of the moon, right? When you look at it, ain't nothing but more than ice, death. Pay attention to the consciousness of human beings. They eat death food shit, setups. You literally practice the ways of the moon. The moon and the conscious of the moon is supposed to go through a conscious shift with the sun. Duh. And a lot of people don't even understand, because I'm going to keep them right here. A lot of people don't even understand who created the moon. No one does. And you will never know because there's something within the solar system that you can't land on. There's something in the solar system that you can't extract information and data from, which is the sun. That's what you can't do. You can't do that. Got it? Can't do that. The sun gives you the information and data of what he wants you to have. That's just it. You can request. You can. I'm not saying that you won't receive your request, but at the same time, everything has a process in order to receive. You understand? So it's like, I look at the world today, I'm like, That's what they doing here, ain't it? It's in here, it's called fuck Christ. That's what they basically saying. Damn right. They're fuck the truthful image of the Christ. We want an AI image of the Christ. That's what we want. We want the machine to be Christ. You can do that. But Revelations is my favorite book in the Bible, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the most beautifulest book I ever seen. Yeah, I like that Revelation shit. Revelations come in there like, oh yeah, what's bracking with your tech? What's up with it? Like, oh no, please. Fuck all that. Come here. That's how Revelations is right there. You know what I'm saying? They give you revelations in many different ways, though. In many different movies, even in the Bible, many different ways how revelations can go. You understand? So for a lot of people would say, I'll show you what I'm talking about so you can understand. Okay. In the beginning, right, you had a Christ that was upon this earth. When Christ was upon this earth, you see the world that man made, it was never like this. Never. You didn't have to pay for shit. If you wanted to experience, long as the conscious knows what it's doing, you go experience. Okay? Today you gotta pay for your experiences today. Ain't that the day? Damn! You gotta pay for life. Life ain't free. Pay attention to the setup right here. Watch this. The bird right here, right? Living for free. Look at this. The bird out there, right? Living for free. And we fighting just to live. Damn. Motherfuckers, we out here fighting for something that another bird that's like, oh no, I don't fight for that. Nah, I don't have to fight for shit. Everything free on the land. See? Shit brazen. I mean, the whole world are suffering. And they thought, like, oh, this is gonna be in the best interest of everyone. Like, this world don't fit everybody. Why you think you got poor people out there? They didn't fit. Why you think they poor? What? And then if everybody don't get down with it, right? I'm pretty much they're a scumbag. Mm. Well, I say this, as in going through the system, right? Um, it's not the way people think it is. The system is just not like a system. The system consists of many different factors. One of the biggest factors that I do understand about the system is that the system wants control over your mind. The system is very possessful. Yes, very possessive. It wants control. It's not just like the system, just like, okay, I just want you to work your job. That's all. No, the system literally wants to control you the whole time. And I'll show you. Pay attention so that we can understand something. Men that are in New York State are cursed. I'm saying this for a reason. Men in New York State are cursed. They just don't know it. The reason why I know that is because of a simple fact. Pay attention. When you go to New York State as a whole, right? When you come here to visit, you will start to understand a certain chemistry between the women and the men. What you will understand is that pretty much the women run the men in this state collectively. That's between upstate New York and downstate New York. They run the men. They like it's like they're possessed by something. And the men can't even break out the shit. They can't. So this is what I'm watching. Okay. So there's many different things that's going on that a lot of people are totally unaware of. Okay. And for myself, this is what I will say. Being that I'm not one of them, when how can I say this? When whenever is with the system, it's not really about the woman because the system is actually using the woman's mind, right? When that dynamic comes in, usually what I understand is that the system used her in order to trap him. Thank you. See? So, what I start to understand is the chemistry in New York is that usually a woman wants to know how your mind moves. Thank you. Yeah, I can say that. The reason why that is because she know what entry standpoint she can stand within your mind. Thank you. If she know how it moves, if she know how to, she can direct you. Oh yeah, like if let me show you this. Let's say your girl tell you, watch the psychology with this shit, and you'll understand what your girl is really doing. Okay? Yeah, let's say your girl tell you, yo, I need you to do such and such, such and such. And you run off and you do it immediately. She understands with herself, okay, so pretty much I can command him and he'll follow. Setups. And that's not what you want to put yourself into. You may look at it from you may look at it from the third dimension, like, bro, no, you're not looking at it how she looking at this. And you're not looking at how I'm looking at this. Yeah. When you start understanding the angles of your own mind and how some people can pay attention to how your mind work, that's when it becomes deadly. It may look like your girlfriend is just like, oh no, babe, I just need you to do something for me real quick. This, that, and the third. And it's like she just you don't understand what just happened. Yeah, let me slow it down. First off, right? Someone could be they want to know if they can command your mind and then direct. You understand? So let's just say she tell you, I need you to do this. You get up, you do it immediately, and then watch again. She tell you you need to do something else. You do it again. By the third or fourth time, it's now subconscious thinking. And that's where it gets kind of fucked up because if you keep telling her yes, 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 and there was never no no's, 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 And now you're building a problem for yourself. Yeah, because she's looking at like, I already set your mind to yes, yes, yes. Why are you telling me no, no, no? See? So it's like you got to pay attention to how you playing with specifically. I'm gonna say New York girls specifically. You got to know how you playing with them. Yeah, because they're taught just kind of like one thing. That's why I kind of like in New York State. I just kind of get my money here. Why? Because the upbringing and what I understand is that men are not respected in New York State as a whole. So there's more of like they look at them as something to use. Right. hmm Just being honest. And so to me, that is very possessive and very like demonish. To me it is because that's how a demon will work. It will only just basically use things that it can use and it's just bailing out. You ain't got no more energy to use because it demon can't produce its own energy anyway. Why do you think it's always leeching onto everybody else's energy? Thank you. It's just like the moon. The moon can't produce its own energy. No. It has to go over there and try to stand in front of the sun and try to take it that way. Or it's not even taking the energy. It's getting hit by the energy with all those fucking craters in it. You got to be a stupid ass conscious to stand in front of something that's causing injury to you. Just because you don't want the information and the data being transferred from the sun now to the earth. Still being transferred anyway. It's about to be one of the most hottest summers ever. New York State as a whole, hot as a motherfucker. 85 degrees, 95, 100 degrees. Why you think that's happening? Why you think that's happening? You think that's happening for no reason at all? Shit. Sun heating up, planet getting heated up, all that. You think we still done with this conscious shift? No. Keep on going, existence by existence out of existence. By existence out of existence. And then say everything complete. Then we get to watch everything as a whole. And then when we watch it, we all can say this happened. Okay? Whatever's supposed to happen is supposed to happen, okay? Just know a lot of people gonna die. And let me rephrase that. It's not people, it's consciousness. Okay. So, you know, if you don't want to align your consciousness with the sun, the earth, natural elements, just understand that this whole thing is going back natural the way it needs to be. I'm trying to tell you. Watch. You'll be like, yo, you wasn't lying. I told you. If the sun is heating up, bro, we can't keep doing all this unnatural shit. This shit gonna kill us quicker. Thank you. Shit. Motherfucker, we ain't got no control over this shit. Word. And what I mean by that, as in, human beings think they got control over everything. So that's what I'm trying to tell motherfuckers. You ain't got no control what the planet can do. Can you control a flood? No, you cannot. Can you control a whirlwind? No, you cannot. Can you control a hurricane? No, you cannot. Tornado? No, you cannot. You cannot control those different things. No matter if you want to scream to the top of your lungs as the human race and say we control everything. That's a fucking lie. Okay? I never seen the human race all stand in front of a hurricane and they go the other way. I never seen that before. I haven't seen any technology to do that before. No. Okay? Y'all shit still will get fucked up by Mother Nature itself, and that's a goddess itself. And the reason why that is because if you ask me to be honest, based on what I see on the streets, based on what I see on certain roads, if you ask me, concrete, and when you look at concrete and you look at the thorns, right, that is placed on Christ's head, and the concrete that is placed on Mother Nature's head, what's the difference? It's the same thing. That's a crucifixion system. This is what human beings do. Fight to exist, but never fight to evolve. Wow, this shit is funny. This shit is funny. They fight to exist, but never fight to evolve. Sad. Shit, that's something that I can really laugh at in this existence right here. Humanality. Programming. That's what I call it, humanality. Programming. That's it. Everybody become alive towards their self. Isn't that right? Aren't we covering ourselves away from ourselves? That's not the game that we're not playing. No, we're not. We're not playing that game. We're identifying truthfully. Shut the fuck up. Your DNA gives you the truthful identity. The race card is a made-up card by man. Do you understand? And his false creations. Thank you. Fuck. Shit is brazy tech out here, if you ask me. Sure is. You know what I mean? Many different things we could talk about, but like I said again, New York State, New York State, New York State. New York State, New York State as a whole, baby, getting whooped out hand over fist. They getting their asses served, and it's about time that that actually start happening. The reason why I say that is because New York State is a very lazy state of mind. God damn, no way you said it like that. You said it just right. You said it right. No, there is a lazy state of mind. No, you're right, because there is one of the biggest states that received federal aid for so many years. Now, watch this. Go over there to Florida. Go over there to Texas and Georgia. How many times have y'all got federal aid? Like we know how to stand on our own. No, we know how to stand on our own. Like if we need some federal aid, we good, but we know how to stand on our own. New York State need to become the same. They always, they always standing on top of their people. Like, yes, crush these motherfuckers. Yeah, motherfuckers. Yeah. That's what New York State do to their own. That's what New York State do to their own people, bro. Like it's sad what they do to their own, bro. But I can't complain because I actually like what's going on, right? All it's doing is making people mad. When people get mad, they get to thinking, and when they get to thinking, new ideas can be coming about. There you go. Sometimes it takes people to get angry for things to start moving. I told you. People think it's something wrong with anger. Ain't nothing wrong with anger if it's being productive. Thank you. That's like you being in the gym, right? And you get angry because you know you can do this shit. And so that anger and that emotion push you to do it. Thank you, bro. That's not bad anger. It's how you use it. If you could control your anger, you a deadly weapon. Oh, yeah, you are. You damn right. People, I'm gonna tell you something. People don't like playing the game with someone that's emotionally intelligent, bro. They don't. They don't like playing the game with them. They like, hold on, this motherfucker. No, like, yeah, I know what's happening. You trying to make me angry, ain't you? You trying to make me angry. You know what you need? You need a kiss on your face. That's what you need. But I can't give you that. I can't give you that. You gotta go in the mirror and kiss yourself. I'm done. Right there. I can't do that for you. Yeah. Only person I kiss in the face is myself. Go in the mirror. Love you. So beautiful and shit. You be doing your shit. You never stop. Yeah. People don't talk to themselves in the mirror no more, baby. Hell no. Motherfuckers be having faces upside down. I'm trying to tell you, motherfucker, go in the mirror like they self is literally expressing what that's happening. We sat in here. You can see me? You see me, right? Motherfucker literally ignore his own face. But fuck all that. Like, yo, that's how people be really to themselves. And then when I walk up to them, I be like, hey, you okay? You all right? They be like, the fuck you mean I'm all right? I'm like, no, slow down, stop. Don't do that with shit. Don't do that shit. Stop doing that shit, okay? The kid trying to talk to you. You okay? I was just asking if you was all right. The only reason why I said is because your face and stuff. Yeah, that's what when we like, you know what I mean? Kids, we always check on people emotions and stuff. You okay? I'm just checking on your emotions and stuff. You all right? It's gonna be okay. It be tough days, but you gonna get through it and shit. Yeah, when a fucking kid talking to you and shit, you fucking respect. You got it? Motherfucker. Kid really walked up to you and asked you, is you okay? Them little dirty ass human beings don't do that. Human beings don't do that. You could be crying. Human being look at you like, oh, fuck that motherfucker. Like, yo, I told you, human beings are like emotionless creatures. They really are. They really are. They don't know what emotions are. They just look at emotions like the only emotion I know is to get angry. Like that is sad. That is sad as a whole. I don't want to be like that. That's why I like to understand my emotions. I really do. I really do because I just don't want to be just with one emotion and then that emotion may not be true in that moment. That's why it's not great to be like not to have control over your anger. It's okay to be angry, but control it. Thank you. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that as a whole. Okay. All right. Again, to the individual that's down at the bottom, I am not you. I am not a so called black man. Okay. You can take that the way you want to take it. It's just a lot of people be profiling the fuck out of me, bro. Swear. I literally have to tell people like, can you back up? I have like my own culture. Like what? Like I'm not from your culture. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, don't say you're sorry. Just go over there where you're supposed to be at. Have a nice day. Everyone wants me to be a part of their culture. Like, I'm not a part of you guys' culture, okay? Like, oh, so you're not a part of my culture? Like, no. Did I tell you that? Like, oh no, no. So you just assumed, didn't you? Like a fucking asshole. I'm not from your fucking culture. And I'm not from your culture until I tell you I'm from your culture. Just because your fucking mind is computerized to think and profile every fucking thing, it doesn't mean that the profile that you selected in your fucking mind is playing in reality. Do you understand? Okay then. I'm not from your fucking culture. Why the fuck would I be from your culture? For what? Tell me the reason why I should be from your culture. Tell me. What's just wrong with you, a lot of you people? A lot of people be thinking I'm from your culture, and I tell a lot of people like I'm not from your culture. Your mind is tricky. Your mind has profiles within it. You select the profile in your mind, and then you apply it to this character, and this character is telling you the profile that's in your fucking mind that has been installed through the fucking system. That's not what I am. Okay? All right. That's another reason why conscious got to be destroyed because people literally think in their consciousness like I done caught many of people doing this shit. Whatever color you want to call yourself, I done caught everybody doing this shit. Like you, what you think I am? Like you black like me? Like did I tell you that? Like no. So why would you think I'm that? Why would you think like that? You didn't want people profiling you back in the day, but you profile people, right? Right. And then you treat them, right? This is how serious this shit is. You would literally think someone else is from your culture, right? And they're from a whole different culture. And then at that, you start treating them like your culture. You know how they're looking at you? They're looking at you like, shit, this is how they treat their people? Do you know how many cultures I get to sit around and they literally think I'm part of their fucking culture? And I sit here and look at them like, wow, this is how they treat each other? The stereotypes look very fucking real. Wow. This is what I'm watching. And you think I'm from your culture. The ignorancy of the mind is, boy, you could get so much free information and data. The ignorancy of the mind is fucking brilliant, if you ask me at this point. Right. Because it's beneficial to me. That's why I said it's brilliant. Your mind is literally infected. And literally, how I look at this shit is someone will literally profile the next individual not by simply asking a question. Question goes into the knowing of the information and data of this individual. You human beings got a lot to learn for real in a short manner of time. That's if the technology of the minds are even fucking open. I'm not from your culture. I would never be from your culture. I would watch from your culture, learn things from your culture, whatever the case may be, but it doesn't mean I'm from your fucking culture, though. Don't ever fucking disrespect me by putting me in a box of other people's cultures. Do you understand that? You have your own culture. That is your own culture. I have my own culture as well. Just understand I have my own culture. I don't want nobody else's culture. Do you understand that? Okay? All right. Have a nice fucking day. They disrespected themselves. It ain't disrespect when you disrespecting your fucking self. Everybody's trying to throw me in the magic box with them. I am not in the magic box with you. Until I tell you I'm in the magic box with you, do not profile me as the fucking magic box. Understand that? Do you understand the tech? You got it? Okay. When it comes to identity and culture, my culture identifies truthfully. Your culture may be a lie towards its own DNA system. Thank you. So, with that being said, if your culture is a lie towards its own fucking mind, my culture is smart enough not to become a lie to it mind. Thank you. The fuck? Everybody think I'm part of their culture. You part of my culture. I'm not part of your culture. Do you see me with your women, boy? Did you see me knock one of your women up, boy? You better notice that about my character. I didn't. You don't see none of your women over here, boy. I ain't knocked one of them up, not one time. I tell you everything about your culture. Ha! I ain't knocked one of them up. Can't get in. I told you I already had my own culture. If I was part of your culture, I would have been had a baby by your culture, right? Right. Ain't that what everybody do in culture? Simple setups. Motherfucker trying to download me to another culture. Declined. Everybody know that. If they're part of your culture, they definitely gonna have babies in your culture. I ain't got one in this motherfucker. You got it? All right. Super high tech with it. Anyways, you could miss me with that one. I got my own culture. Have a nice one. Cause I know what I like. Okay. Okay. And LaShonda ain't got it. Damn. Even LaShonda, I even had to backdoor LaShonda one time. I'm like, excuse me, baby. What's happening with it? She like, yeah, you know what I mean. I'm like, stop, excuse me. You looking for a hood nigga? She like, oh, you know, I like hood niggas. I'm like, excuse me. Understand the technology of her mind right here. Backdoor right here. You think I'm a hood nigga, don't you? Definitely not that. And since I already know what you're looking for, and I already know I would never become that. That's not what I am. You can go over here, right here. That nigga about to get 50 years to life right there. You could feed that nigga commissary and everything. I'm not with that retarded nigga program and shit. Catch you one. There you go. That's what their culture do, right? Don't get mad about me knowing about your culture. You backdoor your own fucking culture by letting me know everything. Motherfucker got 50 years in the assembly, so he said he a real nigga. That's what's going on in their culture. So you become a real nigga if you get 50 years in the slammer. Shit is brazy tech out here. You a real nigga if you get the next generation to do it too. Backdoor. You know what that's called? A backdoor to the next generation. Backdoor. You think we'll do our own people like that? Never. Real nigga got 60 years in the slammer. I'm good. I like my freedom. If I'm gonna go to jail for something, it's gonna be for something real, not for something that's false. Fuck. That was the motto back in the day. You went there is because you did something real. I'm talking about something that people be like, I couldn't do that. Exactly. People going shouting out numbers 50, 25. This shit sound like a fucking auction if you ask me. And yeah, let me go ahead and chop this out too. And all you dudes that be hopping out of prison talking about something, yeah, you know, I did 25, 30 years, whatever the case may be, 15, whatever the fuck you did. Let me tell you something. Don't ever think that someone like myself gonna ever praise you because you went to prison. You ain't nothing to praise, you ain't nothing to fucking recognize. Do you understand the tech? You think someone like me supposed to praise you, give you some riches, because your dumb ass put yourself inside of a fucking cell? I give a fuck about you in that cell, boy. Everything come down to image. Do you understand? And your image, right, is the image of a prisoner. The next child that see you, that hear your conscience talking about some, yeah, doing 50 years, 25 years, 10 years is the greatest thing. The next conscience is looking at it like I should do the same thing. You a fucking sellout. The fuck off, nigga. That's from my culture to your culture. You a sellout to your own culture. Backdoor. Shit brazy as fuck. Trying to say I'm from your culture. How I'm from your culture if I'm not backdooring it? That's what y'all do in your culture. Y'all backdoor each other, don't y'all? So how the fuck I'm from your culture if I'm not doing the same characteristic as you? Setups. Fuck wrong with you? Ever tell me I'm from your culture, boy? That's why I even get away from certain individuals. They be looking at me like, yo, why bro not coming around? I'm not your bro, nigga. The fuck wrong with you, nigga? You know who the fuck I am? I'm not your brother. You ain't see me have one child with LaShonda, nigga. That tell you was bracket. That's a statement. Someone come through your culture, you like, hold on. Usually everybody have a baby, right? There's brazy tech out here. I guess they be going through that too. Yeah, mommy and daddy ain't teach them how to buy a house. Damn. The nigga that's running his mouth inside the comment section, I guarantee you, nigga don't even know how to pick up the phone and get a life insurance policy. Simple setups. That's I be laughing, bro. Nigga's weak. She fucking a nigga without a life insurance policy. This game is funny, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I be laughing. That shit must be just for the now. Yeah, boy, go pick up that phone right there and call Gerber Life for yourself. Yeah, get your life insurance policy. Get you a whole life one. Yeah, get you that. There you go. Pay it for it. Pay it up the whole year too. Don't be paying it one by month. Yeah, that's for them weak motherfuckers. I pay the policy for the whole year to stack it up with extra cash. Stack it. You know what I'm talking about? There you go. Stack it. Whole life it. It's free knowledge. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody going in a casket, right? Everybody going in a casket, ain't they? Right? Well, at least your body covered right here. What Nipsey said. Look at these false ass niggas right here. What Nipsey said. $100 million on my flesh, ninja. And ain't none of these Ninja Turtles actually practicing what blood did. Blood was real. You niggas at the bottom, fake as a bitch. Respect to the great Nip right there. That was a real soul. Someone that really came through they fucking fake ass culture right here. Look at what their fake culture do to their real leader. Talking about some part of your culture. I would never do that to a real one. They backdoor themselves. Shit breaks. Shit look embarrassing. How is not? Backdoor.